Hi there, Karen here. Today I'm working with my April Hip Kit for the first time, and I've chose this lovely paper from the Livermore collection by Pinkthread Studios. It's called Embrace, and it's really pretty and goes really well with my photograph, I thought. And then on top of that, I'm laying a slice or a piece of this paper from the Chasing Dreams collection. This is one of the Maggie Holmes papers. On the other side, it has those rosettes that I've cut a few out that I thought I might use as ephemera on the layout. But I just took a piece of this and turned it over because I thought it sat quite well on top of the backing paper. Because I thought it'd be rather nice to have a palm tree behind my photograph, as you do. Because who doesn't find a palm tree in the Norfolk Broads after all? So I got the mask from my stash, and I'm using some little ink pads to create a palm tree, which will just sit behind the photograph. And I wasn't sure how it would turn out. I thought it might be a bit of a mad idea to use a palm tree on this layout, but actually I thought it goes quite well with all the ephemera from the Oasis collection. And in the end, I was really quite happy with how it looked. So I'm just using a variety of little ink pads here. There was sort of a limey green, and now I'm just darkening it up just a little dab with a darker green to give it a bit more of a grassy colour rather than being too much of a limey colour. I thought the colour was worked out quite well. And now I'm going to outline it, as I often do, and it just makes a big difference when you've got a pale piece of paper like this to show it, make it pop against the quite light background as well. Because they're both in sort of shades of peachy pink, but actually once you put the two together it works quite well, I thought. And then I picked out these other two pieces of paper from the kit. I'm going to use that lovely pink paper. It's the Maggie Holmes Garden Club paper from her Chasing Dreams collection. It's the one with the beautiful blooms on the other side, but actually this side is also very, very useful for using as a backing for my photograph. So I've just cut that down to size, and then I'm going to use a piece of that navy blue and white stripe, which goes beautifully, that colour, with the peachy colours of the background, and really just gives the whole page a real pop of colour. That paper is from Dear Lizzie's Lovely Day collection, and it's called Bunny Love. So of course the bunnies are on the other side, but I'm not really a bunny person, so I love bunnies but don't have them in my life. So I'm using the navy blue and white because that just fits really well with my photograph. So I'm just sort of laying them down, seeing how they're going to look together, and I quite like the way that's going to look. So I'm just going to outline the other paper in the same way as I've done with the pink colour, the pink stripy paper. And I'm just thinking about what's going to go next. Yeah, it's going to be a doily, of course. I can't say I use a doily on every page, but I use them pretty often. They just give you that little bit of backing that I think looks really pretty. So I've just picked out some of the ephemera from the Oasis collection, or any that I thought would go with this page, either with colours or with the theme. And I've decided to go for an exotic garden theme, even though the garden is in Norfolk and it's not really an exotic garden, but I just thought it would, with a bit of poetic license, I thought it would all look rather effective to have all these palm leaves and a palm tree and the flamingo and all the golds and the lovely colours. I just rather liked how it all just worked together. And the letters WKND, I suppose that's text speak for weekend, and I quite liked how that just fitted in that corner there at the bottom. So now that I've decided where they're going to go, I'm sticking everything down. I've taken a photograph. You can probably see my camera in the corner of where I put them. Not that I always actually refer to my photograph once I actually come to lay things down, but in this case I did follow it pretty closely because I quite liked how they'd all been placed. So I'm popping all the little two palm leaves in the top right corner, one sort of an aqua colour and one is gold, and then I'll do the same in the bottom left hand corner in a moment. But first I thought I'd stick the photograph down to my page and get the tape to come off, the tape backing to come off. It's fighting me, but I'll get there in the end. Just about to stick it down when I remembered that I was going to put some foam on the back. So there it is. It's at the foam, so it just lifts it of the page a little bit, and it makes it easier to tuck some more ephemera behind it in the bottom left corner. So there's a couple more of those sort of palm type leaves just to stick in the corner there. And the gold one. And then I'd spent the previous evening having a lovely time with a second sheet of the Maggie Holmes Garden Club paper that I already had, fussy cutting a load of these flowers out because they're so pretty. I thought, well, if I cut them all out, then I can just pop them onto any layout that seems appropriate. And here we are, first layout I've done, and they are appropriate. They fit in so beautifully with all the colour scheme, and they just go really well with those palm leaves. They're such exotic looking blooms. I think they fit really well on this layout, and I just love them. So I'm just tucking some of those in, and I've got plenty more to use for another occasion. Sticking down the ones in the top right hand corner, and now I'm going to stick down the letters forming the shortened version of the word weekend with the flamingo. And surprising though it might seem to have a flamingo in a garden in Norfolk, it seems to work on this layout, and I really like where the place of it. I never thought I'd use it when I saw it in the pack, but first layout, and there it is. And I'm really pleased how that turned out. And then the gold letters that came in the kit, I can't remember off the top of my hand who they're by, but picked out the word fun with a fun weekend and popped it on there. Oh, and I found another place to put some of those little flowers, another little die cut of some flowers that I'd cut out. Tried the camera there, but didn't like it. It was crowding it out too much. I wanted to keep it corner to corner. And a couple of those little gold hearts from the same pack as the word fun. And then I decided the stripy paper was perfect for doing my journaling on, and there was a nice little space at the top there, so I used it just to write about where we are and what we're doing, and to stamp the date there as well. And that was just a perfect spot for that. Now I'm just having a look through all the packs of ephemera that I had with the kit, some of which is the embellishment add-on as well. And I've chosen these two buttons from the Oasis collection that just bring out that pinky peachy colour which is in all the backing papers. And I picked out just one little heart from the layered chipboard stickers, and a sticker from the Leatherette stickers, which says "We are in this together." And then I remembered that I'd cut out those rosettes, and I thought I really need to get at least one of those on the layout, as I spent the time to cut them out. So there it is. I picked one out, but couldn't really see a place for any of the others. And now I'm going through some of my enamel dots that I picked out from my stash and putting them on in a few places. And I think it was a Simple Stories Brad that I popped in the middle of that rosette because it's a navy with flowers on, so it went in with everything else. And here are some Amy Tan hearts as well. I really love those hearts. I think I'm on my second pack of those. So just a few little touches here and there. And finally, it's not something I do all the time, but on this layout it seemed very appropriate. I'm doing a bit of Heidi Shine from my Heidi Swap, the gold Heidi Shine. I'm just doing a few splatters of that. Just something I do now and again, but I don't do it every time. And recently I've been using a lot of sequins, so I think sequins and gold Heidi Shine weren't really compatible, but on this layout it is. So thank you for joining me. I hope you liked it. Please join me again next time.